Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So we're here today and we've got a TTRS in the building, Dan Jacobs' car. You'll remember the RS3 that we did for him, got him into the 9s. Well, if you recall, last year or the year before, we had our own TTRS that we went down to Santa Pod and set the European fastest stock block record. And then we went to Crail, took the record up there, fastest German car at Crail. And then we went down to Spitfire Raceway to take a bit of Bevo cash, which we took off him, and was the fastest car down there. So we're doing the same with Dan's car. We're going to get him a 9-second car. So we're going to start working on this car today. TT700 going on the vehicle. Exactly the same as what we did with our car. We want to mirror image what we did. Injectors going in, and then Tabby's going to talk to you about doing that and some of the other modifications, content sensor, and we're going to bring you this over the next couple of weeks. So this project is about 2 or 3 weeks for us to try and fit this in our daily schedule. So let's introduce you to Tabby, and Tabby can talk to you about what we're doing today.
Right guys, Dan Jacobs is, right, cut that off, let's try again. Yeah? Dan Jacobs TTRS, got it in for fucking, right, let's fuck this shit off. You had it last time, this is it. Right, Dan Jacobs TTRS. It's in for today. What we're going to be doing is fitting the turbo, the injectors, and we're putting some base software on. Then we're going to start the calibration for the 99 octane tuning. Then we're going to get it set up, E85, full drag mode, strip the car out and just get it ready to run a 9-second quarter mile. Say hello to Al. Right, okay, so we've got the turbos here. This is your stock turbo. This is the TT700 ready to go on. As you can see, it is a hybrid turbo, which basically means that it is manufactured from the stock, turbo housing. So the exhaust housing and the turbine wheel on here. The turbine wheel is obviously bigger than stock. As you can see, it's sort of machined out on the inside to take the bigger turbine wheel. Obviously this is the stock wheel, it's obviously much smaller. Same kind of scenario on the inlet. You've got, this is your stock compressor wheel, and that is your one on the TT, so a much larger compressor wheel. You can see how it's sort of machined out to sort of house obviously the bigger wheels, the bigger internals. Yeah, I mean, so we're going to get that on the vehicle and go from there basically. We're going to be fitting Bosch 980cc injectors with adapter looms because the plugs are mildly different. What we're looking for is the extra volume of the fuel injector is going to give us. It's necessary, especially with the ethanol when we're putting the E85 in. Yeah, so what we're going to do, we're going to go put these in the testing machine just to make sure that they're all good and balanced, and then we're going to fit into the car. Yeah, so obviously as you can see we threw the injectors in to test them. just for a bit of a laugh, I've chucked a stock one in up against obviously the upgraded one, so you can see the injectors all pretty well balanced, and obviously you can see the factory one just doesn't deliver the same amount of fuel, you know, in the same amount of time, because each one of those has been run, you know, for 6 seconds. You know, and you can just see the difference straight away. Yeah, so passed all the tests. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull them out, we're going to put them in the car, and then we're going to start tuning. Right guys, so we just got done installing the turbo. We've also installed a slightly different turbo intake pipe to what was on the car. We fitted a forged one. What we've done is also refitted his APR intake. Differences, obviously with this we've got to make some alterations, internally sleeve the forge elbow, just to be able to make this fit, because it's designed around obviously the cast elbow from APR, and unfortunately that's not something that fits over here because of the location of the master cylinder and the servo, so for the brakes, so it makes it a little bit difficult, a little bit more restricted on space down the back. So for the most part this seems to be the best sort of combination that we have so far. So we're going to run this the same as what we ran on our 9-second TTRS as well. We're just going to go ahead, we're going to just whip the plugs out, we're just going to do a quick compression test, bore scope, just to make sure everything's, you know, good with the car before we start tuning. Then we're going to pressure test the inlet tract, bang some coolant back in it, and then just get it ready for the dyno. Okay, so we've got the content sensor installed into the fuel line. This is the actual gauge. I've not mounted it anywhere specific in the car just yet because we're literally going to be stripping the car out. So we're probably just going to have it hanging inside the car for now. The car's loaded with a base file to obviously suit the 980cc injectors that are on there now, the port injectors. So yeah, we're just basically about to start the calibration. Then we'll be looking to do some ethanol tuning, so we'll keep you sort of updated on the progress on a couple of other videos that I think we're going to clip it up. So yeah, follow the page, comment, like, subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.